Wait, okay. We're on hold waiting for the live feed, so I want to be sure that we get that taken care of. Oh, don't be. You'll be okay. Do you want us to start singing to you or something?
I'm gonna stare.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I mean, we do have a comedian in the audience. We can just start a show.
Yeah.
Do we?
Put him on the spot. Something told me he'd be prepared.
We're good to go.
Okay, we are good to go. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to go into open session. Thank you. Second?
Second.
Thank you. Ms. Robinson?
Mr. Easton?
Yes.
Dr. Holland?
Yes.
Mrs. Gordon?
Yes.
Ms. May?
Yes.
Mrs. Tam?
Yes.
Mr. Warfield?
Yes.
Mrs. Holland?
Yes, motion carries 7-0. Thank you very much. We have public comments?
Before moving forward on the consent agenda,
Thank you,
Madam
sir.
President,
Thank
I'd
you.
like to request per policy to remove from the consent agenda item 3 Echo, Treasurer's Report, and have it voted on separately later in the meeting.
Okay,
Second.
roll call vote.
Ms. May?
Yes.
Mrs. Gordon?
Yes.
Mr. Easton?
Yes.
Mr. Warfield?
Yes.
Mrs. Tam?
Yes.
Dr. Holland?
Yes.
Mrs. Holland?
Yes, motion carries 7-0.
Now you have vote to approve the consent.
Okay, now we can have a vote to approve the consent agenda.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Thank you.
Mrs. Corley?
Yes.
Ms. Tam?
Yes.
Mr. Easton?
Yes.
Mr. Warfield?
Yes.
Dr. Holland?
Yes.
Ms. May?
Yes.
Mrs. Holland?
Yes, motion carries 7-0. Thank you. Now, we can move on to, no, we still can't.
It's not public comment. It's the vote is
Mrs. Parker, we're moving on to, okay.
Good evening, Board. Mr. Hart, Markeisha Parker, Associate Superintendent for Danville District 118. Tonight, it is my pleasure to recognize the recipients of the 2026 Dr. David L. Fields Excellence in Teaching Awards. Named in honor of retired District 118 Superintendent Dr. David L. Fields, who dedicated 41 years of service to this district. These awards recognize the outstanding hard work, commitment, and dedication of our staff. This year, we have expanded the awards to include several new categories, recognizing the contributions of our non-certified staff members. The 2026 Dr. David L. Fields Excellence in Teaching Award recipients are, and if you are here tonight and I call your name, come up and join me. Our first teacher of the year is our DHS orchestra teacher, Mr. Gage Womack. Our second teacher of the year, elementary, Kaylor Drews, Meat Park music teacher. A new category was for new teacher of the year. Very first year in our district is Miss Jessica Garman, and she is DHS art teacher. We created another new award. It is the Building Bridges in Education Award, and it is Miss Patty Juarez, our District Family Involvement Liaison. And last but definitely not least, another new category, Educational Support Specialist, which of the year, which goes to Miss Angie Harden, who is a KDBA teaching assistant. So tomorrow evening, these fine young individuals will be honored at our Dr. David L. Fields Evening of Excellence. There will be a reception with light refreshments that will begin at 5 p.m. in the little theater, followed by a program at 6 p.m. in the Dick Van Dyke Auditorium at Danville High School. Lastly, I would like to thank Mr. Chris Rice, Director of Early Learning, and the Danville Public Schools Foundation for their hard work and dedication in revitalizing this special event. So can we give them another round of applause?
Ms. Parker, I
Thank you.
believe that Gage Womack is at a concert tonight. He is at Danville High School doing his job, so
Yes.
Dedicated.
we'll take that.
Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Mr. Thornton.
Good evening, everybody. Justin Thorlton, Assistant Director of Human Resources, here tonight to talk about our retirees. So last Thursday night at the Possum Trot, we honored our retirees. Their principals and supervisors came and gave some nice, funny speeches. Nice night. The board offered us dinner, drinks. There was some music from our orchestra, DHS. Very good evening. But tonight I just wanted to say the names of our recipients. We have, somebody made this. This is wonderful. Pictures of all the recipients too, so you can see them if they're not here tonight. But if I do call your name, please stand up. You're welcome to join me up here as well. And we'll just start with, I know there's two here, Kelly Truex. Marita Mo Kaiser. I see her in the audience. And so I'll go ahead and just read the rest. So there's a long list of retirees, and hopefully they'll come back and join us in some capacity. Michael Doki, Ruthie Hannon, Mary Montgerard Hurst, Danielle Montgomery, Tony Montgomery, Harvey Skip Truex, Lori Woods, Janet Denman, Jack Dewey, Kim Irwin, Jessica Hatcher, Janet Knight, Joanne Poore, Philip Shaw, Colleen Stacy, Christy Waggle, Betty Daly, Dorothy Carter, Jerry Ingram, Mark Powell, Rodney Streaming, and Christine Williams. Congratulations and thank you for your dedication and service, everyone. Miss Robinson made that. Thank you, Miss Robinson.
I think they all look way too young to be retiring, don't you? My goodness. But congratulations. We've appreciated your years of service. Any other public comments?
No, now it's public.
Now it's public comments.
Those are agenda.
Agenda items. Now we'll hear public comments.
Is it Martin and Northeast?
No, just northeast.
Northeast?
Yeah.
Good evening, Board, Mr. Hart, Mrs. Parker. I'm excited because was it last week already? Last week, for the second or third year? Third year, Northeast has had a science fair, and it is always near and dear to my heart because that was one of the subjects that I taught for a long time. And it's so fun to go over there and see it because I ask the kids a million questions and they're able to answer all of them, and they speak very confidently about the experiments that they've done. So we have 3 students with us today, Dominic, Riley, and Noah, and their boards are displayed out here. And they can tell you, they're going to each quick tell you a little bit about the experiment that they did. They're going to take their turns. And then whatever you want to do after that is up to you guys. If you want to ask questions or anything. Oh, and I forgot, yes, and I forgot, oh yeah. And we've got, where did she, oh, there she is, she's hiding. Ms. Adams and Ms. Hessler are the ones that orchestrate all this, and they put a lot of time and effort into it. So they're going to take over even though they don't like to talk. Okay.
All right, Noah, are you ready? Okay, so step up here. This is Noah, and his
Noah.
is the bananas. Okay, go for it, read your card.
Okay, so my project was about what location will a banana rot the quickest. So I did 5 locations, which were the counter in a glass container, one next to a fruit, one in the freezer, and the last one by a window. I recorded all the data of the bananas for a week to see which one out of the 5 bananas will rot the quickest. So my hypothesis was that I thought the banana by the window will rot the quickest because I think the sunlight will make the banana rot fast. I measured this banana by the color, the smell, and the mushiness.
And was your hypothesis correct?
Yes.
Yes, his hypothesis was correct. And if you look at his board, he has all of his data tracked on there and actually even has pictures and everything.
Show it to you.
And then we have Mr. Lockhart being Vanna.
Wonderful.
Good job, Noah.
Yeah, looks good.
I have a question.
Oh,
What bananas stay the freshest?
I think that was the one in the glass container.
The
glass container.
Okay, that makes
Okay.
sense. Thank you.
interesting. Are you ready? Okay, this is Riley Poulsen.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Riley Poulsen. I'm a 6th grade student at Northeast. And recently I did a science project for our science fair. And my question was which water bottle could stay cold the longest. And I chose this because my mom owns a lot of water bottles. And this project was very fun because the least popular and the cheapest water bottle kept the water the coldest the longest, which was a brand called Bubba. And my hypothesis was that the Awala would stay cold the longest because of the materials and the rankings, but that hypothesis was wrong.
The kids are allowed to pick a topic that interests them so that they will enjoy the project and not just be a chore or something to do. So, thank you.
I like
Good
it.
job. And Riley's board got thrown away last week, so this is actually her second board. So she put it together
Thank you.
again.
Oh my gosh. Good for you.
And then this is Dominic.
Can
Dominic
I
and
ask
have
Riley a
some-
question?
Oh, sorry.
Riley, did your mom have an Awala?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Dominic's project he's going to tell you about, but I loved it because we had lots of really good conversations, and I learned a lot from him about his project.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dominic. I'm a 6th grader at Northeast. I'm a 6th grader and I go to Northeast. My project was inspired by golf because me and my dad love to go golfing a lot. And my question was, does the cost of a golf ball affect its distance? And what I did was I went to the country club, grabbed 5 common brands and hit 3 of each. And added up the averages to see which averaged the furthest. So my conclusion came to that the cost of the golf ball does not affect its distance because Kirkland, which was one of my cheapest balls, averaged the furthest distance, and Titleist, which was the most expensive and most well-known golf ball, averaged the lowest distance. So this proves that the cost of the golf ball does not affect its distance.
Well done.
I have a question. What kind of golf ball does your father use?
It switches a lot.
That was rehearsed.
I have a question also. Did you vary the order in which you hit the golf balls by chance?
So I just went off of I just put them all in a pile and just went based off
Oh,
each one.
randomly. Okay, I like that. I was just curious if fatigue played into it. Easy. No fatigue.
We had that conversation, didn't we, Dominic? Yeah.
I use the driver.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
I have one for Riley.
Okay.
It's easy. Did you have a Stanley Cup in your
Yeah.
lineup? And it did not do well, did it?
It got 3rd place.
Do you want to tell what other brands that you used?
I did Hydro Jug, Awala, Stanley, Ozark Trail, and Bubba.
Okay.
Which I've never heard of Bubba.
Well done.
Very good, guys.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
We don't have that spot in the banana because there's only one, isn't there?
Good job, Ben.
Thank you. We'll keep continuing.
Thank you.
Good evening, Mr. Hart, Associate Superintendent, Ms. Parker, Ms. Halloran, and Board. My name is Maria Parker. I am the 7th grade dean in Northridge, and I am the sponsor of the Future Teacher Leaders Club. Thank you for allowing us the opportunity to share progress of our reading buddies. We partner with Liberty and Edison. We partner with Edison's kindergarten class, and we partner with Liberty's 2nd grade class. We go there every other week with the help of my lovely family liaisons, Ms. Mason and Mr. Hightower. So this year, with us partnering with them, we decided to develop a thing called Reading Buddies. And the reason we did that is to collaborate, to build off of reading confidence with our younger students, strengthen literacy skills, and create positive relationship through mentorship and leadership. Our students have grown as leaders while encouraging a love of reading in students they worked with in every other week. To celebrate our reading buddies, we decided to create ebooks with them. And so we didn't get on the agenda to present them. So we are going to read one of our lovely ebooks that me and Ms. Dye almost cried over when we seen it, because she did such a great job with the students, as she's sitting here about to cry now. She doesn't want to read it. But so she took her time and she called it Liberty Stars. She says, "Hi, I am Azaria Collins, and I go to Northridge Middle School. I'm a part of a club called Future Teacher Leaders, and when I first joined, I didn't really know what to expect. I just knew it had something to do with helping mentor young kids. One day, we were told that we were going to Liberty Elementary School to work with a real classroom. I was excited, but also nervous. I kept thinking that, what if the kids don't listen to me? What if I mess up? But at the same time, I was ready to try something new."
The day we went to the elementary school, everything felt different. The hallways were quieter, and the classrooms were full of colorful posters and drawings. It reminded me when I was younger.
When we walked into the classroom, the students looked at us with curious eyes. Some of them smiled, some whispered to each other, and some just stared like they were trying to figure out who we were.
We were split into small groups, and I was placed with 4 students. I walked over to them, smiled, and introduced myself. "Hi, I'm Azaria," I said. "I'm here to work with you guys."
Then I said to them, "Do you guys want to introduce yourself?" Which one? This one. One boy finally spoke up and said, "I'm King, and I like going outside and playing with my friends, and my favorite color is blue."
Then Kennedy said, "I like to go on car rides, and my favorite color is purple."
Next, Kinsley said, "I like to play on my PlayStation and play with my neighbors, and my favorite color is purple too."
Finally, Jules shared, "I like riding my bike and playing on my iPad, and my favorite color is pink."
As they talked, I could see them getting more comfortable. That moment helped break the ice, and it made everything feel easier.
As the day went on, we started working on assignments. I helped them read, answer questions, and stay focused. Sometimes they would get distracted or start laughing, but I learned how to guide them back in a calm way.
We also talked about the things they enjoyed doing in class. Jewel and King told me their favorite activity was when they wrote letters to Ronald McDonald in Springfield and Peoria. They were really excited talking about it. I could tell it meant something to them.
Kingsley and Kennedy said their favorite activity we did together was taking Cornell notes about the War of 1812. They liked learning new things and organizing their notes.
Listening to them made me realize how different students enjoy different parts of learning.
As we kept working together, we started talking about things other than just school.
Jewel and Kennedy both said their favorite food is pizza.
King said his favorite food is seafood, which surprised me because that's my favorite too. That gave us something in common, and it made the conversation feel more personal.
Kingsley said he likes going to the gas station to get snacks, which made everyone laugh a little because it was so real and relatable.
We also talked about my favorite part of class. I told them I liked when we had free time because it brought back memories when I was that age. That moment helped them see me not as just someone helping them, but as someone who understands them.
Not everything was easy. There were times when the students didn't want to focus or got a little distracted. In those moments, I had to stay patient and calm.
I learned that teaching isn't just about giving answers. It's about understanding students, encouraging them, and helping them stay on track.
Even when things got a little challenging, I didn't give up. I kept trying because I knew they were capable.
As the time went on, I noticed a change. The students started to trust me more. They would ask for help, show me their work, and talk to me more openly.
King would talk about playing with his friends. Kennedy would mention car rides. Kingsley would bring up games and snacks. Jewel would talk about her bike and iPad.
Those little conversations made a big difference. It showed me that teaching is not just about lessons, it's about making connections.
By the end of the experience, I felt proud of myself. I had stepped out of my comfort zone and learned what it really means to help others.
Being part of Future Teacher Leaders showed me that teaching takes patience, effort, and care, and it's not always easy, but it's always worth it. And then on the last page, she included all of these have pictures on them, but these are actual pictures that I took in my classroom when they came every week. So,
Working with students at Liberty School is something I never forget. It helped me grow as a person and showed me what it's like to be in a teacher's role. This experience made me realize that I might want to become a teacher one day because helping others learn and grow is a powerful feeling. We have a total of, we started with like 4, and then we've grown to 8 to 10. And then at running Rally with the Ridge, we had 8 more students show up to want to join. So hopefully we can keep growing this program more and more.
Wonderful. Thank you.
So here we go. This is Azaria Collins. She's the one who wrote her book. And this is Jewel.
yes. And Jewel is in 2nd grade at Liberty.
Who helped her with her book.
Yes, helped her.
We have Holden Hightower, who's also in the group. He's in 2nd grade.
This is Talaya. She's in my classroom. She's in 2nd grade. And this is Oliver. He's in my classroom as well. So.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming. Good job.
Well done.
Great job.
Okay, thank you. Ed Butler.
Good evening. Superintendent and the chairman of the board and to the rest of the members, I am indeed glad and happy to be here in the midst of you on this evening. And it's been a long time. And I'm sorry that it's been a long time. So we've been extra busy. And also that to the parents and the rest of the teachers on tonight. I'd like to say, first of all, is that Ms. Holland said something about, that these retirees that didn't look old enough to retire. And I've been retired there, Ms. Holland, there over 20 years. And some of the people here were there just about the same time, just a little bit after I came in. And so they're older than they look. We just aged gracefully. Okay, and also to the recipients of the Dr. Fields Award, and some of those recipients I know, and mainly Miss Patty. I call her Miss Patty. And so we work together within the district, and we've had a lot of fun there during the time I was working in the district. These readers and book writers, there's somebody there need to get some connection there to Oprah. And so that she can grab those young people there while they got those young minds and put them in her book club. And that would be nice. And to the inventors and the golfers, he'll probably be a great golfer there one day. And so I said that to say this. I'm kind of wearing about 2 or 3 hats there today, and I flew back from Springfield today. We've been in advocating at the Capitol there all day today. And, in honor of the NAACP. So we were representing you as well, our school system. Advocating because y'all know that somebody's that sits high somewhere is trying to take all of our funding from education for our after-school program. And so we're advocating. And we were talking to the senators, the representatives, and all that today, and telling them how we feel, that we don't like it. And so we holding them accountable at the state level. And once it get into the state level, it should go a little higher. And so that's what we as NAACP is doing. And so we were from all over the state of Illinois, from Cairo to Indiana line to East St. Louis to way all up in Chicago. So we were there today, advocating therefore for our young people for fair housing and all of that there this morning there. So we just had a great time trying to get our point across. So I said that to say this. We also want to pass some resolutions as well to deal with the violence and the shooting within our city. Enough is enough. And so we're going to be teaming up there, with our school system at the Three Kings and with the NAACP to make that happen, to make our city safer. Also, in that same vein, I would like to ask this board or the superintendent there, maybe I should have talked to Mr. Hart first before I brought this up tonight. But anyway, that's we always touch and agree, and your vest is about ready.
Thank you.
Before school's out, I have 3 young men, where 2 of them are actually preachers and one is a businessman. That before the school is out for the vacation, we would like to do a inspirational pep talk with our young men. So we're losing our young boys about 1,000 rapidly. We're losing them. And we want to set a time, all I'm asking for is just a half an hour, maybe 45 minutes. For our 7th and 8th graders and our 5th and 6th graders before school's out. That I would like to bring these young men in. Like I say, 2 of them is a preacher, and then one of them is he worked for the Ford company here in Danville. And I would like to have them to come and talk to our young men. I don't care if they're black, white, Haitian. Or am I 3 minutes up already, Keith? 5 minutes. I've been talking for 5 minutes. Well, I'm sorry. So I would like to see that happen. Thank you.
Thank you.
And this is my niece right here.
Good evening, Mr. Hart, Board of Education, Ms. Parker. I am Zetta Peugeot, the Director of Food Services. I am here just to share some information regarding the summer feeding program. We put out a survey that was out for 7 days. In 7 days, we received over 600 families that showed an interest in participating in this program. That 600 family was equivalent to a little over 1,600 children between the ages of 1 to 18 years of age within the school district only. There's some steps coming up that I just wanted to share real quick. The program is a USDA program that allows families to receive meals for children 1 to 18 throughout the summer for free. There is no income requirement. All families are eligible. Each child will receive within one box, once a week, 7 breakfast, 7 lunch, a gallon of milk or 2 half gallons with white being 1 for breakfast, and then have chocolate or strawberry. We will also have lactose free available for upon request. Important note, children enrolled in the summer school program, YMCA, Boys Club, or any licensed daycare, they are already receiving breakfast and lunch through the federal reimbursement program, so they cannot receive the full 7-day meals. However, they will receive whatever their last day is in their program, the meals outside of that. So for summer school, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, for those programs that go till Friday, they'll receive, as they leave that day, a meal for breakfast and lunch for Saturday and Sunday. We will begin registration, open registration on May 28th, which is a Wednesday. We will start some special registration prior to the next week, and then open registration on the 28th. The locations that I'm looking for as far as distribution will be DHS as the drive-through location, and then I'm working on some community mobile locations, which I will have more information on later. When you register, the registration, we will have a total of 6 days. The reason we're registering in person is because everyone will have to receive this car tag. The car tag will identify the family and tell us how many meals that particular family has registered for. Right now, the doors are open. I have started ordering food because I believe the need is there, and I believe that the children and the families will come for it, so come get it. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Board, Mr. Hart, Mrs. Parker. I am Kim Papps, Director of Human Resources, and tonight I have the honor of introducing 2 individuals that will be stepping into administrative positions for the 26-27 school year. I'd like to first start with someone who has right around 26 years of experience in education. They have served Danville District 118 as an administrator for at least 17 years. They've served Peoria Public Schools, Champaign Public Schools, and they will be returning to their hometown, Danville District 118, at the start of next school year, I'm sure before that even, to start getting back to the swing of things. This person is data-driven, student-first focused, and has an open-door policy. They put the students' needs first, and they are ready to be home. And that person is Miss Eliza Brooks, if you'd like to come forward.
So Miss Papps has known me almost my whole career, and she called me Eliza.
That's my profession.
Thank you, John Hart, Board of Education, all your familiar faces. I am certainly glad to be back at District 118. At my stint away, I learned a lot of things, believe me, bringing some of those skills back as well. Ready to take on the challenge, ready to do what's best for kids, and put students first always, right? And just making sure that my community has citizens that are ready to also go into this world and serve. And so my motto is, if we can just get one, so if everybody gets one, right? But I plan to get a whole lot more than that. It was hard leaving, but I knew I had to, and some people here know why. But I am certainly glad to be back. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry. Okay, professional done. All right, congratulations to Ms. Brooks, and welcome back. Welcome home. We have one more position to fill tonight, and this is for Edison's elementary school. This person is coming from within the district. They came to Danville as a dean at the high school in 2022. They've been an assistant principal at Mark Denman. They've been an assistant principal at Southview Upper Elementary, where they currently serve. They are on a team that I know will be very sad to see them go, as they are very tight. They are a great group. But your team will be there to help you as you move on to Edison. This person comes with goals of communication, comes with goals of knowing the curriculum. They're very data-driven, and again, like Ms. Brooks, very student-centered. With their experience, we can't wait to see what happens at Edison Elementary School, and at this time, I'd like to call forward Blake Bodine. Congratulations, and welcome to Edison.
Thank you, Board. Thank you, Mr. Hart. I'd like to say that's going to be hard to follow up, but I think I should have went first, but that's okay. But I'm extremely grateful for the time I've been in the district and thankful for the opportunity to work with a great staff and a great school, and just looking forward to getting to work and work with staff and continuing to make Edison a great school and continue to grow in success. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is that it? At this time, we'll hear the treasurer's report that we took out of the consent agenda. What is that?
You just need to vote for it?
It's not anything, you're just voting upon it.
Oh, we're just voting on the treasurer's report. We don't have an actual report for the public. Just the treasurer's report. Okay. Do I need it? A second, please?
I second.
Okay, we have a first and a second. Thank you very much. Any questions?
Well, I just think, again, you should see on that treasurer's report for the public, way more spending than revenue, as expected. But I think everyone should look at the treasurer's report. It's in there. It's out there for you to see. That's all I have about that. Still spending more than revenue, and we haven't paid all of first student yet, so it should have been a lot more, but we must not have gotten all those invoices yet.
That's correct.
$1 million of invoices did go through on April 30th, according to the treasurer's report, and that's not all of it. There's still $4.5 million more to be spent from this year's transportation budget, not counting gasoline, or I'm sorry, diesel. What am I thinking? It's not gas. I wish it was gas. It'd be a lot cheaper, thanks to certain things happening in the world, but that is another discussion. That's all for me.
And in fairness, we haven't had invoices from the transportation department, so they're catching up now.
Right.
Okay, just to be clear. Okay, anyone else? Roll call vote. Ms. Robinson.
Mr. Easton?
Yes.
Dr. Holland?
Yes.
Mrs. Corbin?
Yes.
Ms. Payne?
Yes.
Mrs. Town?
Yes.
Mr. Warfield?
I abstain.
Mrs. Howard?
Yes. Motion carries 6 with 1 abstention. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Hart, you're up for Early Learning Center presentation.
That's okay. Okay. Thank you. Good evening, Board of Education. I'm John Hart. I'm the superintendent of the school district. And tonight I'm here to talk to you about the restructuring of Mark Denman Elementary School. I think the information's already out. How clear the information is out is probably yet to be seen. So hopefully I can clear up some rumors and let you know how we will proceed as a school district. So I thought I would start with putting the big one out there. It seems to be the question is Carl Clinic, so North Campus, And the rumors out there are that we are getting out of a lease, that we are not going to purchase the property. I can tell you with certainty that we are still in conversations with Carl Clinic. I met with them yesterday, and we've talked about both those things, both leasing and purchasing. There has been no decision made. The decision made is that pre-K and kindergarten and our Birth to 3 program will be at Mark Denman School next year. So what does that look like? What it looks like is 13 classes, kindergarten classrooms, moving to Mark Denman Elementary. This gives us an opportunity to be able to create a transitional kindergarten, which I know people have talked about forever and ever and ever. So we will be able to take maybe some kids that have little or no experience in education, and maybe some kids that have experience in education, and pair them together into a smaller classroom and be able to better serve those students. Looking at our pre-K program, so our programs, just pre-K, operate under 2 grants. So both the Preschool for All grant and the Preschool for All expansion grant. So what are the difference between between those two? Our Preschool for All grant is really our half-day programs. So we have an AM session and a PM session. Those grants are state grants, and they fund the positions, so the teaching and the teaching assistant positions. And to be quite honest with you, that's about all they fund. We do get a little bit of money in material, but it's very little. And we haven't had an increase in those 2 grants for quite some time. Our Preschool for All expansion grant, again, covers salaries and benefits and very little of anything else. So again, we are hoping that one day, I mean, we've been told for the last 3, 4, 5 years that the state of Illinois will be funding preschool programs, and we'll be able to expand our program. The vision of North Campus actually came from that promise of being able to expand the program and to be able to serve more kids than we currently are serving. And at this time, that's about 250 kids across, again, some of them half-day programs, some of them in full-day programs. So what did we do with the rest of the kids? Good question, right? So we have first, second, third, and fourth graders. So if you look at the left number, that is the number that we are currently serving now. So you will see that some of our numbers go down. So take Edison Elementary. They're currently at 264 students, and they are projected to be at 245 students. So can be somewhat deceiving. So we are moving 2 kindergarten classrooms. We'll be going to Mark Denman Elementary, and we do have 2 preschool classrooms at Edison as well. So we're actually moving out 4 classrooms and moving some kids from the Mark Denman area into Edison School. So that's where those numbers, and that's what's going to happen as I go down the chart. So Mead Park is currently at 318. They're projected to be at 333 students next year. Our underneath that, those are the number of special education students that will be served at Mead Park Elementary. So Southwest is currently at 454 students, which that's a very misleading number because of half days. So if you have a student in the AM and the PM, they're counting as 2. So there's about, you can probably take about 100 off that number and you'd be a little bit closer. So there are probably 350 students, and next year they're projected to be 355. At Liberty School, they are at there goes my vision, 389, and they're projected to be at 382. And again, they'll have self-contained program there as well. They already have one, but it would be an additional program. And Mark Denman they have 563 students. They're projected to have 316 kindergarten students next year. And if I just use the number that we have this year, we're serving 255 students in pre-K. So, again, another misleading number. When you add those two together, it really looks like 751 students. And, the half-day kids definitely end up skewing those numbers. But I did want to share those with you. All of those buildings have had more students than you're currently looking at. I know that they hold the students. They hold more students. I can remember a time where Mead Park, Liberty, and Southwest were well over 400 students, more towards 420 to 430. So plenty of room, and this will leave room at Mark Denman to grow if additional funding would become available for pre-K. Our special education, this is the location, so we've worked with Mrs. Bailey Ms. Barton and Mrs. Nixon, and looked at how could we get, honestly, some of our kids have moved, and so this takes a lot of kids a little bit closer to home, and looked at our one-story buildings. So at Mark Denman, we will have one kindergarten cross-categorical special education classroom. We'll have 3 life skills classes that are kindergarten first grade. We currently have 2 cross-categorical classrooms at Liberty Elementary. We will move up to 3. Mead Park, we have 2 cross-categorical classrooms, and we will end up with 1 cross-categorical and 1 life skills classroom, so a little bit of change there. And Southwest will now serve 1 cross-categorical classroom and 1 life skills classroom, and a lot of that room was made available by moving pre-K students. So it's nice to be able to share the newest building in the district with some of our students with disabilities. Our MATS program, this is a question that has been brought up multiple times, and we really do not have an answer for this question yet. So I've spoken with Mrs. Bunton. Mrs. Bunton has looked to see what other schools in the state and actually across the country, a lot of the gifted programs have changed what they look like and how they're serving students. So while we're in the process, we thought we would look at our program again and look to see what this could look like. So these are the possibilities. So the first bullet is really what we're doing now. We have a self-contained program at Mark Denman. We could pick it up and we could put it at Mead Park tomorrow. Or the other options are cluster grouping, where you would have the MAT students in the classroom and you would just fill in so they could work together with the group. Or we could do a pull-out program. We could work with retired teachers. We could have a resource teacher. So there's a variety of things that we could do, and moving along as quickly as we have, we really didn't feel like it was fair to the students or the staff to make a decision kind of on the fly. So more information to come. So the benefits, this really does help us. My goal has been to get licensed teachers in front of students, and we're getting there. Slowly but surely. We do still have some vacancies in the district. For the most part, they are PE and special education. So if you know someone interested, looking for a job, have them apply in our human resources office. By having this center, there'll be zero mobility at kindergarten. So when our kids move, a lot of times it takes families a long time to re-enroll in school, so they sit at home a little bit longer. We have some families that move multiple times in a school year, so it will be nice that our kindergarten students will have a home at Mark Denman. No matter the circumstances of their family, they will remain in that school for the year. So definitely a benefit for us. The pre-K schedule, the timing of pre-K classes is not necessarily ideal in an elementary setting. Our administrators, our teachers have worked very hard to be able to provide professional development, meet with staff, evaluations, what have you, and it is difficult. Can it be done? Yes, it's been done. But ideally putting all the classrooms in one building really makes it more feasible for those things. We do have, yes, that says 3 playgrounds at Mark Denman. There are actually 2 playgrounds at Mark Denman, and we've had a new playground at the warehouse for quite some time. And Mr. Weidenberner can hardly wait to get that assembled and put in the courtyard of Mark Denman. So huge benefit to our kindergarten and pre-K students. It will be size appropriate, age appropriate. So we're excited for that. Room for gross motor and a gym, this does not happen. We've been crowded with our pre-K students. There was a time where at Southwest, if it rained, most gross motor activities, jumping rope, running, what have you, hula hoops, they happened in the hallways. And, ooh, that's a lot of kids, and a lot of times they come with equipment. So it will be nice. There'll be designated places, multiple places at Mark Denman where those things can occur. Bathrooms, who knew? Bathrooms in the classroom. So this will be, for the most part, that's where we will focus. Don't know that we have 13 classrooms, but we're pretty close that have restrooms in them. So very convenient for the students and for the staff. A laundromat. So we do have a room with washers and dryers that we'll be able to utilize. The staff can use, the community can use. Our Birth to 3 program, they're always having events, and so it'll be nice that we can help some of our families. They can visit that room while they're there and maybe have a load of laundry waiting when they finish. Our library will remain. There's been a lot of talk about that being a community room, a reading room. What that looks like going forward, I think we have a global idea, and Mr. Rice and team will take care and come up with some great ideas. So I wanted to make sure that I focused on those things. Those are the things that really got us here today. And there are some unintended consequences as well. There is a financial savings to this. It's not the reason why I've made this decision to go this direction, but it didn't hurt things either. So we do have a home program interventionist, and we've had one at each location. We did have somebody resign and take another job with them all being in one location. We will not be replacing that person. With there being kindergarten students at Mark Denman Elementary and fewer students that require service at Mead Park Special Education Services, they'll be able to split a special education resource teacher between those 2 buildings, which has never happened as far as I know. Those are usually 2 buildings that get a lot of services. And right now we have 2 teachers at Mark Denman, or 2 PE teachers and 2 music teachers. We'll be able to take that down to 1. So we'll be able to fill vacancies with teachers. And again, that just cuts cost and puts licensed teachers in front of our kids. And as you know, that's the goal. And transportation will have fewer buses. They will be easier to route. And our transportation will be reimbursable. And it has not historically been reimbursable in the state of Illinois. It's reimbursable for general education, but not for pre-K, unless pre-K students ride kindergarten buses. So we'll be able to put pre-K and kindergarten on the same buses, and we will be reimbursed by the state, except for some early childhood special education buses. So there may be some of that, some midday routes, but for the most part, we will be reimbursed for that transportation, and that will make, that's quite a savings for the district, so. And as we went, this wasn't just throw something together without putting a lot of thought into it. And this map, I probably owe everybody tons of thanks. Mr. Rice worked on this. Mr. Thorlton worked on this. Got this map together pretty fast. There used to be lots of broken pieces where maybe you lived here and some kids lived here, but y'all went to school at Mark Denman. So I really looked at trying to put the areas together so the kids that live in the same neighborhoods would go to the same schools, even though, yes, I understand that they're not neighborhood schools, it's very important to me to do that. There are a few outliers, but very few, so I feel very confident with this map. I've showed you the numbers, the educational benefit, and the cost savings that we will gain from this move. And that is all the information I have to share. I thank you for your attention. Does anybody have any questions for me?
Can I ask?
You
may have said
absolutely
it,
can ask.
But I have a question on a slide when you were talking about special ed staffing, and then there was a number in parentheses. What was that number representing? You'd have for example.
Oh, those are the grade levels. So first
Oh,
and
okay.
second, I went, did I do that? That was the lucky guess, right? I was just pushing buttons.
So grade levels are in parentheses. Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So that'll be a first and second grade class, special education class.
Okay.
You said transportation costs would go down. Now you're pulling all the pre-K and kindergarten students from all over the city.
That's correct.
Wouldn't that require more buses going out?
It should not. If it does, it would be minimal. We already go all over the entire town picking up pre-K kids, and there'll be a kindergarten person right along the same route. So they're already going, so they would ride the same bus.
Okay.
I don't have a question, I just have a comment. I think Mr. Hart, you and Ms. Parker did an excellent job on this. And I think it's a good decision. Thank you for your work.
Thank you. Any other questions?
Thank you, Mr. Hart.
Thank you much.
Thank you. And now we'll have the first reading of,
Ownership and ed.
thank you, ownership and education from our two principals.
Yes, good evening, board. Mr. Hart, Mrs. Parker. I'm Brent Lockhart, principal at Northeast Elementary, and I'm here with Mr. Bodine, newly appointed principal at Edison. We're talking today about the Ownership and Education Committee, and we met. This is also first reading as well, so we'll fill you in a little bit on what we did. We convened 3 times during the school year this year, March 5th, April 9th, and April 23rd. Meetings were open to staff, community members, and input was gathered through both in person and both through virtual formats. The committee discussions focused on several areas, including student tardiness, whether formal definitions of disciplinary infractions should be included in the handbook, the use of smartwatches, and AI glasses. Then the committee recommends that administrators will participate in professional development prior to the start of the next school year and conduct monthly data reviews to support consistent application of disciplinary practices. So our main thing that we looked at was we're looking to change the language on digital watches to include smartwatches, because it's not just the digital reading, it's, incorporating the use of your cell phone through text message. So we want to make sure that language was cleared up. And then the other part was AI glasses, because we had some questions on that, wanted to make sure that was incorporated in there. And those of you that aren't familiar with AI glasses, there's a lot that they can do on there. So. Any question?
Did you have good participation in your meetings? Did you have good representation?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Okay.
On each, I'd say we've had close to somewhere around 10, roughly around there.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Anyone else? Question?
I just wondered if you considered, maybe Mr. Bases can help you with this. Are there times when fitness watches would be appropriate for students? And if it doesn't seem like you've allowed for that. I just wondered if you had a reason for that.
Yeah, so the language stays the same on there at the very end, and so there is preliminary language in there regarding special education students and certain times that they would need to use wireless communication devices.
Yeah, I guess I mean like old-fashioned pedometers, if you know what I'm saying. They look like they're digital. It could be that they get swept up in the prohibition. I just wondered if you had any intent on maybe permitting certain brands, like they make us do at the place where I work, where they won't let smartwatches in so that people do their jobs instead of not doing their jobs. I just wondered, just a question for you to think about.
Okay, appreciate it. Yeah, our main discussion was, centered around students using the smartwatches for communication purposes, so through text messages. So if their digital watch didn't have that, then you could correlate it to not in that category.
Someone can protest and say this isn't the one you're trying to cancel then,
They could.
in theory. Who would they protest to? It didn't really say.
At their school is
Mhm.
what you're saying? Yeah,
Principal?
that would be a discussion with their principal.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. This is a first reading. You'll be back at the next meeting for a vote,
Yes.
correct?
Yep.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you so much. Our next agenda item is the Illinois Association of School Boards membership dues, which we,
Number 9.
oh, that's because this is my least favorite thing because we talk about it all the time and we amend it all the time. So I just assume you all know. School calendars. How many times do we talk about school calendars? I'm told there really isn't a change. I'm told that it's also posted so you all can see final dates for everything on the school calendars.
The only difference in this one is it gives the ending date for the school year. So that's why it is in
Permanent,
front
won't
of you.
change
Will not change.
unless we have a snowstorm, right?
Yes.
Just saying.
It's
Okay.
Illinois.
Ask on that?
Yep, no, not yet.
Okay.
I will entertain a motion to approve the 25-26 school calendar as amended. Thank you. Second?
Second.
Thank you. Any questions?
Yes. It's so strange to me to see the last day for Northeast being the same as the traditional. How did that happen?
Look at poor Mary Ellen. One of you.
It just is how it fell with.
Okay.
By the time.
Never does.
Good evening. It's just how it falls, and because we had makeup days, and then there's so many little caveats that you have to do, like when we have an early release day, Northeast can't. So like conferences,
Okay.
or like with conferences, there's little strange things that happen. So it just with the holidays and everything, it just worked out this year to fall that way.
Got it. A bonus
We
for
have a
those
calendar
year-round
committee if
students, I
anybody
would
wants
say.
to join, like to figure these, it's a lot to figure this stuff out. So, that,
Caught my eye from past experience.
yes. We've been getting closer every year.
Okay.
Any other questions? A roll call vote.
Mrs. Town?
Yes.
Mr. Easton?
Yes.
Ms. Knight?
Yes.
Dr. Howard?
Yes.
Mr. Warfield?
Yes.
Mrs. Corley?
Yes.
Ms. Powell?
Yes, motion carries 7-0. Now we could talk about the Illinois Association of School Boards membership dues, which is an organization that we have been members of for a very long time. Do you want to talk about the advantages of membership?
I do. Number one, the Illinois Association of School Board provides professional development. So after school elections, when we have new officials, that's who we go to for our professional development. They are a partner in the conference in Chicago in November. They provide resources for policy and practice as well. I would say it's probably more unusual that a school district doesn't belong to IASB than school districts that do. So I'm the one that's making this recommendation, and it is at an annual cost of $10,665. Again, that's an annual cost, and I recommend your approval.
Thank you. Can I have a motion to approve, please?
Second.
So moved.
Thank you, thank you. We got it. Any questions?
Well, the only thing I'd like to add to Mr. Hart is They're also our advocacy group at the General Assembly, and they tell us when they're up to suspicious things, which I appreciate very much. That's all for me on that.
So you feel like it's worth the money we spent?
It's not its weight in gold, but it's worth a lot, yes.
Okay, okay.
And it's also how we train our new board members.
Mhm.
All of our mandated training is all through this company.
Okay, roll call vote.
Dr. Holland?
Yes.
Mrs. Towns?
Yes.
Mr. Easton?
Yes.
Ms. Payne?
Yes.
Mr. Warfield?
Yes.
Mrs. Corbett?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes, motion carries 7-0. Thanks. Our next agenda item is approval to change the June 17th regular Board of Education meeting to Wednesday, June the 10th, a week earlier. I believe we have administrators that are going to be out of district at a meeting conference
Yes.
on the 17th. Hard to have a meeting without them, so we'd like to.
I would like to ask for this item to be tabled, just because we do have our budget amendment tonight, and it has to be on display for 30 days. So Mr. Pence actually came to see me today, and he said, well, I think we better look at the 10th. That's not gonna work, or we're gonna have a special board meeting. So if it's okay, we can bring this on the 27th, and we will have a replacement date at that meeting.
Make a motion to table number 11 tonight.
Second.
Mr. Warfield?
Yes.
Mrs. Towns?
Yes.
Ms. Payne?
Yes.
Mrs. Corbett?
Yes.
Dr. Holland?
Yes.
Mr. Easton?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes, motion carries 7-0. So you're going to bring it back to us on May 27th
That's
for
correct.
consideration for a different date.
That is correct. That will
Okay.
be at least 30 days from today.
Okay. Everybody got it? Okay. Number 12, curriculum, Mrs. Bunton. Talking about Panorama Data Warehouse.
Yes, good evening, Mary Ellen Button, Director of Curriculum and Instruction. We are excited to bring this forward to you. The high school was our first school to use Panorama. Then this year we added 3 more schools. We wanted to see what it would look like K-8. So we did Northeast, Southwest, and Northridge. And we liked what we saw. We like the data that we can pull. It gives us a really great picture, a well-rounded picture of a student that includes academic data, behavioral data, and attendance data. And it allows us to make groups, to work with students specifically and really dig in. When we've looked at data like this before, it's been on spreadsheets that take hours for us to pull together. So this is something that we would really like to have. The cost for next year is $42,074.50. We've already paid part of it because we put part of the schools on this year. That's the $30,000 that we've already paid. And so we're asking to pay the rest so we can get all of the schools online and look at this data for all of our students. This has been a long time coming, something that we've wanted for years and years and years. And we will use title funding.
This is a roll call vote, so I need a motion to approve. Thank you. Second?
Second.
Thank you.
I just have one question. Will it consolidate all of our referrals?
I need some clarification on that question.
Some buildings use different ways to track referrals. Does it put them all in one place?
The information about we're pulling it from Swiss and from Skyward, from Q, so that it will help us look at all of that, like information about a student. I don't know if I'm
Teacher.
sure how you want to look at it differently, but like that's how we can
Not-
see all of that from one place.
Not all the data then, most of it. Not every single time a teacher writes a note about something.
If it's in Swiss or if
Okay.
it's in Skyward, it'll be downloaded into Panorama.
Okay.
So will we still use Swiss?
Yes, you have to. That's what makes all like the data really hard for us to look at because we've got so many different places to pull it from. So because the way that those data sources are used is specific to events or specific to like we use IAR, we use iReady, we use So all of those things by themselves are really important and they run their own data, but we need something that helps us pull it all together so we can see a picture of a student in one place. So it's like, that's why it's called a data warehouse, because it's like pulling everything, it's like going to Sam's but for data.
Consolidating all the information.
Yes, into one place, which is, we will be able to, like, what we'll be able to do with this is unreal.
And this is district-wide use.
Yes.
And just to clarify, you said that we're already paying $30,000.
We've already paid that bill to get the 3 schools on and the high school. The 42 will get the rest.
Okay, so the 42 is in addition, so $72,000 total cost.
Total, yes, but we only need to ask for the 42 because you had already given us permission for the 30. And that's paid, that's already paid.
And that'll make it easier for the principals to gather data and report back to the board.
Absolutely. And for the teachers too.
And right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like it's just gonna make it a lot easier. It's gonna take us a minute to learn how to use it and to do it. There's some really neat features with it as well, but we'll get a real good picture of students. It's triangulating data, which is a dream I've had.
Does the price include support for figuring that out, or we have to pay them?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's good.
and that's part of why we did what we did too, is kind of slowly implementing the schools. So we could learn in steps and not just dump it, like try to get it to everybody and not be certain that it would be something that we would be successful with. So they provide support and we can ask a million questions. And then we have a lot of people that really like data in our district. And so they'll jump in and start figuring things out and we'll help each other. We're good at that.
What kind of time saving do you
Oh my
think this is
gosh.
going to be for
Yeah.
administrators?
I can tell you that Mr. Bratz can pull, he can pull up data on his phone like instantaneously. And
I'll speak a little
accurately.
bit just on, the year that I've gotten to use it. Not only does it help for data, but also, it helps out too, when you're trying to like set up different plans. You can set up, a student maybe who has had a couple behavioral infractions, you're trying to, put a plan together for them. It kind of helps mediate, gives you ideas for those students. You can go over quarterly data as well, which is really beneficial. So like when we come to you guys with just with our quarterly data that we're doing each time, a lot of us go on to Skyward and we have to pull that and then we forget which one we're pulling, and that does it automatically there. Also, we'd be able to target students, basically as it happens. You can set up kind of reminders where it can send an email to you to let you know so-and-so's missed 5 days of school, and then boom, you already have it there in your email. So
It's really intuitive to kind of figure out how to use it and then the ways that we can use it. It's the nice thing too that I really liked about it, and I think that Ms. Barton and I are excited about, is one of the questions that we always have when we're working with students is what we're seeing related because they're struggling with academics, and that's maybe why we're seeing some behavior, or is the behavior causing some issues with the academics? And this data will really help us kind of get clarity on that question.
And real quick, the other two things that are really good is our home liaison can get on for attendance. They can see who's missed the last 3 days. They make a list. They can see we're trying to keep kids under 18 days because that's when they're chronically truant. We make incentives for them, so it's wonderful for home liaisons. Grades, we can look up and who's not passing. We can put them in flex. We can make groups. So it does a lot of great things.
We're fans.
Still learning, but it's
Yeah,
really good.
yeah.
It sounds like it's going to give you an opportunity to basically be more timely in your response to what's happening.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah, and really have a clear picture.
Yeah.
Because it's hard for us, like we can look at like IAR on one platform, then we look at iReady on another platform, then FastBridge on a third platform. And we're putting this data in on spreadsheets, but it's really hard to do that. Like you might be able to down one, like export one to like Excel, but then you have to like the amount of hand recording that comes out of our office is unbelievable. So this will help.
Tell me again.
Time better spent.
Where this comes out, what budget does this?
Title, we're
comes
taking it out of title. Mrs. Truex and Mr. Rice worked really hard to make sure that we could afford this.
Thank you, once again, thank you. Any other questions? Okay, roll call vote.
Ms. Payne?
Yes.
Mrs. Courtney?
Yes.
Mr. Easton?
Yes.
Mr. Warfield?
Yes.
Mrs. Towns?
Yes.
Dr. Holland? Yes. Mrs. Holland?
Yes, I'm happy to say carry 7-0.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Special education, Miss Barton, right? Got it. I did it. I did it. I did it.
Good evening, Board, Mr. Hart. I am Molly Barton. I am the Director of Special Education. I have several things for you tonight. It's no big surprise that the district is still searching for speech pathologists, so I have a couple contracts for you. I'm trying to get everything done and be ready and prepared for next school year. So to maintain the level of speech that we need, I'm recommending the district into a contract with Empowered Communication for the 26-27 school year. We already have both of these speech paths here working with us. Burgundy Nickerson and Haley Cundiff will return to the district. Mrs. Nickerson wrote the contract is pretty open, 20 to 40 hours between the two of them. It will not be that. Most likely both of them will work approximately 10 to 20 hours per week, about 2 days, for in-person services, paperwork, and meetings at a bill rate of $100 per hour. The hours would be determined by our office and the IEP minutes that we need to cover in the buildings. And the bill rate is the same over the past couple of years. So I'm recommending your approval of the contract with Empowered Communications for 26-27 school year to be paid from the IDEA grant funds.
Thank you. I will entertain a motion for approval.
Motion to approve.
Thank you. What kind of evaluative service? I mean, who evaluates these specialists?
They're not technically in our, they're not our employees, so they're not evaluative. Although I will tell you that Mrs. Nixon and I work very closely with all of our contract agencies and people. And we did have one or two this school year that we will not be asking to return. So we work with them, we talk to the principal, we know how they're doing in the buildings, and then we would just ask them not to return if we did not feel their services were appropriate.
So it's informal, but you're on top
Yes.
of it?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions for them?
How many speech pathologists do we have that are current employees? Not contracted out
Approximately 13, I believe.
across our district?
Remember, they're capped at 60 by law, so they cannot go above 60.
I think it's a shortage in the industry nationwide, pretty sure. So you don't think if we paid them more, we would get more people who were actually employed by us?
I do think if we paid them more, we'd get more
How
people
much
employed
more?
by us.
How much more would we have to pay them? You think, if you had to guess?
I couldn't answer that, but they have opportunities to work hybrid. They have can work from home, and they can also work in the medical or like nursing homes and all of that. They're paid hourly at those places at a higher rate probably than we're paying.
The reason I ask is if you have the need for speech therapy that's an actual need, the likelihood of you remaining in a poverty circumstance over the course of your life is very, very high. But overcoming the speech issue that requires therapy will get you out of poverty. And I just wonder if we shouldn't maybe consider paying these people more money to come and work for us, especially since it's not local funds that pays for them anyway.
Typically, it has been local
would be
funds,
local funds.
Mr.
As
Easton.
of right now,
If there are
They-
employees,
for
it's
1
local
year.
funds.
only 1 year?
1 year is what, a lot of the services that we put into our grants that the district receives, that money is available due to carryover money that we didn't spend this year that will be used in next year to pay for some of those services. So we will not have the amount of grant money available next year or the following years we do next year.
Very interesting.
Also, in special education, you're required to do maintenance of effort. So the district has to spend the same amount on a special education student as they do every general education student before we ever expend any IDEA grant funds. So the best way and easiest way to prove that is to pay staff. So our special education staff is paid from
district dollars, just like every other general education staff member first, and then all the above and beyond things are paid for out of the IDA grant typically.
I would be interested in someone, maybe it's not you, maybe it's someone listening close by to me, doing a study on how much money they think we would need to pay to recruit people for this position. That's all I got to say about that.
I can do that.
Anyone else? We have a motion and a second to approve the contract with Empowered Communication LLC. Roll call vote, Ms. Robinson.
Mr. Easton?
Yes.
Dr. Howard?
Yes.
Mrs. Gordon?
Yes.
Ms. Payne?
Yes.
Mrs. Town?
Yes.
Mr. Warfield?
Yes.
Mrs. Holland?
Yes, motion carries 7-0. Now, we have a contract with Love Your Classroom LLC. Do tell us what that is.
Well, I'm very excited about this, actually. So our district improvement plan includes goals to improve behavior suspension rates and also social emotional learning. And one of the things, we just saw numbers about the number of kindergarten students that we have in our district, which highly exceeds the number of students that are in our preschool program. So we have a lot of kids that come into our buildings that have never stepped foot into a school or maybe even such a structured situation ever. So one of the things that I have been working with is Love Your Classroom, who provides board-certified behavior analysts to come and we've done some functional behavior assessments in special education, and we've also done some coaching within special education classrooms that you guys have approved last school year and this school year. So one of the things that I suggested is that since we have so many students with different varying behaviors and we're really trying to work on that, that we provide some coaching to our general education staff as well. It's just another tool in their toolkit. We often get phone calls in our office from principals and from teachers saying, we just need some help with some kids. Is there another set of eyes? Can someone come help? We do have one behavior interventionist in our district. That's one for the whole district. So typically we reserve that for special education and not general education. So I'm recommending that we take the kindergarten classrooms and provide them with 1 quarter of classroom coaching, which would be 3 hours per week of a board-certified behavior analyst, a BCBA, to be in their classroom, to be there and observe and to be there as the things are happening. It's for Mrs. Nixon and I or whomever, somebody in special education, to go and observe in a classroom, we might be able to spend 2 hours max, and then we can make some recommendations. But when someone is going to be in your classroom for an entire quarter, they can see what that student or students are like on a regular basis and just offer some insights, some research-based strategies that can be utilized in each of those classrooms. So the recommendation is that we would purchase 20 classroom coaching packages, which would allow for each kindergarten classroom and a few special education classrooms. Like I said, a quarter of coaching, which is 3 hours per week from that BA from Love Your Classroom. We have worked with this company over the past 2 years. Everyone really likes the company, and they do a great job. Those packages would cost $72,000 for the 26-27 school year to be paid with title funds.
Thank you. Could I entertain a motion for approval?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Thank you very much. Money comes out of Title I.
Yes.
The behavior analyst comes with the program, hired by the company?
Yes.
Okay. So we have such a person. It's not like we have to go find them.
They have to find them
they have to
because
find
we're
them.
contracting with the company.
Okay.
We have 2 postings for such a person, actually.
That's what I was worried about. So are you confident that they can find a person?
So I've been working with them for a while, and this would provide essentially a half-time person here, and she has been able to barely squeak by with sending us a person just for those functional behavior assessments we've gotten. She's more confident that if she says a half-time person, that she'll find someone that's willing to do that. It's not 100% because she still does have to, recruit the person, but also there's the option that I'm going to recommend to other directors of special ed in the area
hey, would anybody else like to do this? And split, they could have a half-time as well. She could hire a full-time person then, if if any of the other directors are interested in something similar.
I just wondered, the contract says, and I know you saw it because you approved this all here. It says mileage reimbursement will be added to the invoice at the national rate at the time of service to and from sites, not from their house though, right?
No.
We're talking about in between the schools. But we're not paying for them to drive from wherever they're driving from?
No.
Is that correct?
I do not believe so.
Okay, because that could actually be a lot depending on where they live. Like if they're from Springfield, that'd be like $200 each day in mileage. But if they're just driving around Danville, you're talking like $40 a day, maybe
Right.
$30, maybe. I just wondered, what do you know what that number might end up being? Like if you had to guess, is it Mr. Hart drives a lot, you guys all drive a lot. Is it a lot of miles?
It's not as much as you think it is to drive around.
It's not a lot, or is it a lot?
My job coaches probably make $200 a month on mileage, and they drive all over Danville every day, so.
And this wouldn't be that.
Right.
Okay.
Well, kindergartner will be all in one place, so now they won't be driving if it's all in kindergarten. Right.
So there should be no mileage then? As long as they're not trying to charge us from their way home, which is against the IRS rules, I know about that. Got in trouble once.
Yes.
What's the credential? What's the training for this person?
A board certified behavior analyst is major. That's why you can't find them. They have to do 150 hours, I think, of work with others. It's a master's degree program, a BCBA. It's a very difficult test to pass. It's not a high success rate in passing the actual test to receive the certification.
I think this is definitely needed after speaking to some of our kindergarten teachers. So I'm very excited to see this. Is there any way that we could get like an update to see how well it maybe worked?
Absolutely. Sure.
I'd be real curious to see if it helped.
Right. And it's not to say that they're doing anything wrong. It's just to say, hey, are there any other tools that we can give you? Is there another perspective, or is there anything else out there? There's
a lot of frustration in kindergarten.
Sure.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Question.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Okay. I know this is a different approach, but this brought up my past experience with hearing from Hunter Lefave, I think is how you say it. It's in your head, and the different program that he had to try to help with behaviors and trying to alleviate those in the classroom. So do you feel like this type of certification with this person and their approach would be much different?
Very different.
Very different.
This is a completely research-based approach.
Okay.
That's if you talk to Lainey, who is the owner of the company, which I've talked to several times, there's a large gap in the research and that actually making it into schools. And so these people have that research, and they're going to come in and teach specific strategies for specific behaviors. And so they just have that ability to do that. A lot of students, have you heard of ABA clinics? There's a new ABA clinic coming to Danville. BCBAs teach ABA. So they go into the homes of students with autism often and teach those specific strategies, and then they work themselves off of that, teaching a caregiver or teaching the student or child to be able to do those things. So it's much more of a, let's look at a specific behavior and what are the strategies that are research-based, and then how do we work ourselves out of a job essentially by working on those behaviors.
I have a question for you. You mentioned that we have a couple positions that are already available in our district for the same role.
Sure.
Is there anything in this contract that we would agree to that if, say, the individual that they provide for us part-time wants a full-time position, that we couldn't pursue them?
I don't know that. Typically when we do that, we do a non-compete for 1 year when any of our contracts that we do.
We have had BCBA.
We have had.
When we were able to house them ourselves, we had huge success, which is why we know that we need
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, just like SLPs, and you
Yep.
can with a lot of people that profession of
Right.
education, social, anyone,
salary is not there.
The salary's not competitive, and
They can work from home, they can
Uh-huh.
be their accountant, and they're making more money, just like any
Yeah.
other.
Pretty much-
I'm looking at a lot of
pretty much
education
any
backgrounds.
related
Mhm.
service provider you're gonna talk to
Same
tonight.
thing, Social workers back here, I mean, so when we had two that we were able to house, they were.
Yes.
Mhm.
They were in our classrooms and busy every single day.
They can do it from home, and they
Mhm.
also can do it part-time and still make more than they can in full-time classes.
But they love our school district.
Good they do.
Right?
Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Roll call vote.
Mrs. Gordon?
Yes.
Mrs. Towns?
Yes.
Mr. Easton?
Yes.
Mr. Warfield?
Yes.
Dr. Holler? Ms. May?
Yes.
Ms. Smiley?
Yes, motion carries 7-0, and we're not done with speech therapy yet.
We're not. Once again, this is Taylor's speech therapy. She has been here for several years. She works typically up to 20 hours a week, billed at the same rate as $100 per hour. Services are hybrid. She's very familiar with our district, and we'll just fill in those gaps wherever we need the services. I will say that both of these companies helped us out tremendously. At the end of this school year, we had a speech pathologist who had to unexpectedly take a leave, and they stepped right in and added some additional service hours for us to help us in that crunch. So I recommend the contract approval for Taylor Speech Therapy to also be paid from my DAA funds.
Do we have a motion? Thank you. Second?
Second.
Thank you. Questions?
I just have one question, because I see on here additional hours will be billed at $150 an hour. Are you, as the director, your department still controls when those hours are being operated?
Yes.
Okay.
And to my knowledge, she has not done that. It's still been the $100.
Okay. Thank you. Roll call vote.
Mrs. Towns?
Yes.
Ms. May?
Yes.
Dr. Holler?
Yes.
Mr. Warfield?
Yes.
Mr. Easton?
Yes.
Mrs. Gordon?
Yes.
Mrs. Holler?
Yes, motion carries 7-0. And she's not done yet. 7 Mindsets, SEL curriculum.
Okay. This I'm super excited about, and I've got some help in the crowd. So the district's been utilizing the same SEL curriculum, second step, for a very long time. Yeah, guys can come on up. Ladies.
Oh, I thought you were just here to
yeah.
support us.
They are.
They are. But these guys are the experts, not me. So we've utilized Second Step for a very long time. And we've heard our staff that maybe it's run its course and we needed to explore some other options. Also, Second Step was really the first of its kind, I would say. You know, there wasn't really a lot of the for the masses kind of. It was mostly curricular materials for social workers, not for general education teachers. So these ladies and a few more, I tasked them with, help me, let's find something else. And we saw a lot of demos, and some of them were good, some of them not so much. And this is one that comes very much recommended, and they've tried it out. It also has Aaron's Law and teen dating violence materials, which they've been piecing together for several years. The students are tired of watching the same video for 5 years in a row. We surveyed the staff. We asked what are they looking for. This one we really feel like kind of fits that mold. It will also provide tiered intervention. So not only will the general education staff be able to easily click and provide the lessons in the classroom, our social workers, maybe home interventionists could utilize it to provide some tier 2 and tier 3. It's designed to be teacher-led and to be school-wide. It is a data-driven approach. It's research-based. It's CASEL-aligned. It's a mindset-based approach, which I talked to Mr. Hart about. We feel like will fit with our district and kind of where we're going and the direction. I gave you lots of data because I wanted you to see what 7 Mindsets is doing. I have talked with the representative who would be kind of working with us closely several times already. And they really want to partner with us. They know that we're a PBIS district. They will work with us to kind of combine that language so it's not confusing that PBIS is here and Second Step's here. You know, this would kind of be just the full approach to how we provide SEL and work on those type of things within our district. I tried, you know, I've worked with Mr. Hart for a little bit now, so I really said, how can you give me a deal? If we enter into a 3-year contract to be billed yearly, they did give us a 10% discount per year. So the total cost for this school year would be $103,500, which would provide us the entire curriculum for all 10 buildings. And also the Aaron's Law and another wellness, teen dating violence materials, another wellness aspect. There's also, everyone would get an ebook of a mindset approach so that for staff, there's also some staff things some principals could do with staff at their staff meetings about a mindset approach. So it includes a lot. It also includes all the partnering, the PD, all of that piece as well. So that's what I'm recommending, that we enter into the 3-year contract for a total of $310,500, but to be paid yearly at $103,500, and this is also title funds.
Okay. We have a motion and a second. Do we have any questions for the team?
You did say it was going to be at all.
We didn't have a
sorry.
Oh, we didn't have a motion yet? Oh, I'm sorry. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
A motion.
Thank you. Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Thank you. Now,
You did say all 10 buildings, correct? And on here, it's just listing 8 license accounts.
It says quantity 10 for 81,000.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I was looking below that. It's just where it's got the schools listed, it's only listing.
It's on
8
the
schools,
next
but,
page.
I
I
missed
thought
it.
that too. It's on the
Ah,
next
my
page.
mistake.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah, Northeast and Liberty on that last second page.
I should have read further.
I did the same thing.
I appreciate you adding the details there that you've already seen Urbana, Peoria, and Decatur, and Bloomington. Thank you. You were anticipating one of my questions, maybe not mine, but our questions. That is very helpful to know. Do you know, though, do they like it or do they feel trapped in their contract?
From what I can tell, Peoria absolutely loves it, and Urbana's like, do you guys know?
So we're all pretty much
Bear
typically
stuff up,
part.
they can't hear you.
Yes, we're all pretty much typically part of the Illinois Association of School Social Workers. So we follow a lot of other districts and kind of what things that they're doing. So we've been doing a lot of research on like Aaron's Law curriculums and things like that, and getting feedback from other districts on what they're doing and if they like it. Typically, you know, the areas that we mentioned, Bloomington, Peoria, all those, they seem to like what they're using. The social workers are the ones recommending it, so we trust that if the social workers are recommending it, they're the ones implementing it and helping support that. So most of them have had really good feedback and have recommended it. And I believe this is the one that Ms. Parker maybe had heard about and recommended as well. Yep.
And this was
Yeah, so
also,
it's very widely known.
during the interview with Ms. Brooks, she was very excited to learn that we're going this way as well. So lots of information on the
Thank
program.
you. That is very helpful to know.
Teachers too, like we.
I won't hear you.
Sorry. We also, when we took a look at it, it may look good really to us, but we also have to realize too that our teachers are going to be the ones that are implementing it. So I know personally in my building, I went ahead and I asked a few different teachers if they could take a look at it. We were able, like 2 weeks of it, 2 or 3 weeks of a demo. So shared the username and password with them and asked them just to start doing a couple of lessons, implement this one instead of Second Step, just to see exactly how they liked it. And the feedback that I got was really good. One of the main things that they said is they felt like it allowed them to have more conversations with students that felt more natural and not necessarily a very scripted conversation. They felt as if it would be easier to then implement some of what was done within the lesson into the rest of the day, whether or not it had to do with that 20 minutes that we set aside for SEL, they'd be able to then carry it out throughout the rest of the day. So that was some of the things that some of my teachers said. Actually, I have one more, hold on, because I printed out her email that was pretty long. She did like the books, and for 7th and 8th grade, she did say that some of the books that they recommended were already ones that we had within our building and that the ELA teachers were already doing. So that was also a big plus for her as well. So that's, making sure that our teachers were able to demo it and not just us was a big thing to us, because we wanted to make sure that they would want to be able to teach the lessons, because that's one of the things, we really rely on them to do the tier 1 part of it, and so allow us to then be able to do the tier 2, but to be able to support them in any way. And if they aren't feeling it at the beginning, it's going to be really hard to get them to buy in.
Thank you.
I think it's good that it's not that the programs we already had aren't working, but things change, students change. We have a different culture now than we had even 5 years ago. So I'm impressed that you are making the changes.
I just want to share also at Danville High School, we don't have an SEL curriculum. Second Step doesn't go to high school level. So the fact that this program includes the high school level was really exciting to us, that we could all be using the same program and we would have something to use at the high school. Because currently for the past couple of years, it's just been some of us, our social emotional learning team at the school, trying to put together some lessons and things for the teachers to use. So this is going to be great for the high school to have.
Does it adapt to different grade levels?
Yes,
So you're,
yes. There's each grade level has all the lessons different. So
So the kids aren't getting the same thing year after
they
year?
will not. No, it's different.
Any other questions? Okay, we have a roll call vote?
Dr. Holler?
Yes.
Mrs. Tam?
Yes.
Mrs. Payne?
Yes.
Mr. Warfield?
Yes.
Mrs. Gordon?
Yes.
Mr. Easton?
Yes.
Mrs. Howard?
Yes, motion carries 7-0. Thank you
very
very
much.
much.
Thank you.
Thanks for all your work. Okay, moving on to 14, Human Resources. 14A, motion to approve resignation and rescission agreement. I would like to have a motion to approve the resignation and rescission agreement for Stacy Sollers. I have a motion. Can I have a second?
Second.
Thank you.
I just have a comment, Mrs. Holleran. Recension of previous action of the board that was unanimous is something that I would rarely support and can't imagine any scenario in which I would ever vote yes. That's all I got to say about that.
He always sounds like Forrest Gump when he does that. Thank you, Mr. Easton. Okay, any other questions, concerns? Sorry about that.
Mr. Warfield?
Yes.
Mrs. Tam?
Yes.
Ms. Payne?
Yes.
Mrs. Gordon?
Yes.
Dr. Holler?
Yes.
Mr. Easton?
No.
Mrs. Howard?
Yes, motion carries 6-1. Thank you. And 14B, dismissal of educational support personnel employees for reasons other than reduction in force. So first, I need a motion to approve the resolution for the dismissal of educational support personnel employee Rashida Williams for reasons other than reduction in force, effective immediately.
So moved.
Thank you. Second?
Second.
Thank you. Questions?
Ms. Payne? Oh, sorry.
Go.
Ms. Payne?
Yes.
Mrs. Gordon? Yes. Mr. Easton?
Abstain.
Mr. Warfield?
Yes.
Mrs. Tam?
Yes.
Dr. Holler?
Yes.
Ms. Howard?
Yes, motion carries 6 with 1 abstention. Now I need a motion to approve the resolution for the dismissal of educational support personnel employee Trinity LeSure for reasons other than reduction in force, effective immediately. Motion?
So moved.
Thank you. Second?
Second.
Thank you. Questions?
Mr. Easton?
Abstain.
Dr. Dr. Holland?
Yes.
Mrs. Corby?
Yes.
Ms. Payne?
Yes.
Mrs. Towns?
Yes.
Mr. Warfield?
Yes.
Mrs. Holler?
Yes, motion carries 6 with 1 abstention. And finally, a motion to approve the resolution for the dismissal of educational support personnel employee Lori Frazier for reasons other than reduction in force effective immediately.
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you.
Mrs. Corby?
Yes.
Mrs. Towns?
Yes.
Mr. Easton?
Abstain.
Mr. Warfield?
Yes.
Dr. Holler?
Yes.
Ms. Payne?
Yes.
And Mrs. Holler?
Yes, motion carries 6 with 1 abstention. Thank you. You have nothing else, Ms. Pepst? Thank you. Food service, item 15. Mrs. Zeta Peugeot, thank you.
Good evening again, board, Mr. Hart, Ms. Parker. I'm Zeta Peugeot, and I am here to introduce our captain, Mr. Basie. Yes, sir. Who led, I told you earlier, yes, captain. He led the negotiation, discussion with the union for food service. I am just going to mention the points that he took care of. First one is that the contract will run from July 1st to July 1st, 2026 through June 30th, 2028. There will be a 4.2 raise each year for the for the next 2 years. The changes in the insurance will cost $50,000 each year. There was language changed regarding clarification, and language was added for a sick bank for the employees. You have any questions, Mr. Basie?
I don't have any questions. Just a quick comment. It was a really productive negotiations. We got it done in 2 sessions, which was unexpected, and both sides worked really well together. So we appreciated that.
Thank you. I'll entertain a motion to approve the food service collective bargaining agreement.
Motion to approve.
Thank you. Second?
Second.
Thank you.
I just have
Questions?
one comment, Ms. Holleran. There are several school districts across the state, I've already told Mr. Hart this, and I don't know if I've talked to Ms. Parker about it yet. Several school districts across the state that have figured out a way, maybe this is for our union president here, to get all of their unions under one umbrella. I think, I know that would be very difficult. I talked to several school board members who've done it in their school districts. It took as many as 5 years. One said it took 10 years. I just think it should be a goal of this district to get all of our union people in one collective bargaining agreement. That's my only comment.
Okay, any other comments, questions? Thank you for your good work. We'll have a roll call vote.
Mrs. Towns?
Yes.
Mr. Easton?
Yes.
Ms. Payne?
Yes.
Dr. Holler?
Yes.
Mr. Warfield?
Yes.
Mrs. Corby?
Yes.
Mrs. Holler?
Yes, motion carries 7-0. Thank you. Mr. Rice, is this Mr. Rice? Okay. Educational support policy, oh, I need my glasses. 8.95, family participation policy recommendation. Mr. Chris Rice.
Good evening, Board, Mr. Hart, Mrs. Parker, Chris Rice, Director of Early Learning, and I have one minor request for your consideration this evening in regards to our parent and family engagement policy. I attached this evening a copy of our family engagement participation policy 8-95 for Danville District 118. The fiscal year 27 consolidated district plan requires districts to assure that parent and family engagement is in compliance with Title 1A requirements for districts receiving greater than $500,000 in allocated funds, and that policy is submitted to the Board of Education for approval. The one change that we would ask to our current policy is the following. Create a district family advisory council for the purpose of involving parents and family members in the joint agreement of the consolidated district plan and supporting the initiatives with that plan. My vision for how that would kind of work is very similar to how our ownership and education committee is being utilized now. So just involving our stakeholders. And I would ask for your approval.
Thank you. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Questions for Mr. Rice?
How is this different than our family council meetings?
So family council meetings are at the building level. We'll talk about building level initiatives. They will talk about things we're doing at the district level. But we are required every year to submit a consolidated district plan for our district. It's everything from basically how we're going to utilize our title funds. So from instruction to professional development, pre-K, curriculum, special ed, and making sure that we are getting parent input on those initiatives at the district level.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Thank you. Roll call vote.
Mrs. Down?
Yes.
Mr. Easton?
Yes.
Ms. Knight?
Yes.
Dr. Howard?
Yes.
Mr. Warfield?
Yes.
Mrs. Ford?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes, motion carries 7-0.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mr.
Thank you.
Rice. And now we have business and finance with Mr. Todd Pence. I know. Stop it. Mr. Pence is going to talk about the amended District 118 proposed budget and ask for permission to display it.
As soon as you get it up, I'll have to put it up there. You ready?
Not shallow.
It will.
Okay. 50.
Oh, boy.
Almost ready. All right. First of all, my name is Todd Pence. I'm the interim business director. Good evening to the board. I would like to say I'm kind of long in the tooth. I've been in education for probably my 40th year. Retired, came back, and have really enjoyed it here. And I just want to say, I think I counted up, I've been in 8 districts over the 40 years, and the things that are taking place here are really, really good. I think we're headed in the right direction. We do need to get the money stabilized a little bit better, but the money that we do have, I really think focusing pre-K, K is the most important thing, because one of the things I picked up is that our kids are coming in behind for various reasons. It doesn't matter, once we get them, if they're, let's say they're 20 points below the state average on a test scores or whatever, even if we meet the state average increase every year, we're still staying 20% behind. So the only way to really address that, in my opinion, is to get them early. We talked a lot about, one, the Carl building, but also getting the pre-K and K together and making that transition a lot better for the kids. And I think this is a good first step. I hope at some point we can get full-time with these kids, because that's what I think we need. Again, just some of the things, the presentations and stuff, I think the district's really doing a good job with what we've got. We've got really good people. So, and nothing's easy. That's kind of what it comes down to. I've got 2 things for you. First one is to amend our budget. You might ask why amend it? This is going to be something we're going to have to do every year. If nothing else, the main reason is, if you look on here, the original budget, you can look at the fund balances across the top here. Ooh, I might have cut off the totals. Hang on. Can I get it on one page? Oh, it doesn't want to do it. That's all right. Even if I don't get to it, you can get me there quick. If you look at the top, like in the ed fund, when the budget was set in the fall, we haven't had the audit, and we still don't necessarily have the audit, but we have our beginning fund balances finally, and our adjusting entries. That's what's changed between this month and last month, when I came in and told you we're doing a little bit better. We are doing better than what we originally looked at. The overall, so no matter what, we're not gonna get our beginning fund balances until the audit's done, okay, each year. So every spring, or at some point during the year, we're gonna have to amend the budget anyway. Just to get, and again, it's just a good practice to get, you wanna get the numbers right before the audit takes place, okay? On this one, you can see, we're still running, we're gonna run a deficit overall for all the funds as well, but the ed fund is really the one that we need to focus on. We're looking at a little over a $4 million deficit in the ed fund. So we're gonna go into next year with about 5 million in it. So if we continue on the same pace and don't change anything, we'll be down to $1 million in the ed fund next year. We know people are gonna want raises, they deserve raises. We know insurance is gonna go up. You know, basically all our expenses are going up. So our only hope is to, again, utilize title the best we can. We also need to do whatever we can on the revenue side too. We know we'll see a little bit more in state funding. That number isn't completely finalized yet, but we will see, you know, a couple $100,000 more in EBF at least, and so on. We also, going into next year, we need to look at the levy. A couple things, Mr. Hart came to me today, there's a couple proposed TIF districts out there that could negatively affect us down the road. The one the city already has costs us about 1.2 million this year. So the TIF districts are a big deal. And I know I plan on working with Mr. Hart and the city to see if we can get a cut of that. It's not unusual when they form a TIF district to give a district a certain percent of that money back. And I think would be wise for us to at least see what we can do, if anything, on that front. And again, you guys might not even have seen the TIF stuff yet. I know it's just a recent development. Going across, I guess trying to show you what this means overall. Oh, you got it over there. $3.6 million overall deficit. I think when we originally did the projections out in June, it was like 8 to 9 or something like that. So we are tracking pretty well. We do have, there's some cushion in here. We know we have 2 bad months. We have a 3 payroll this month. We also are getting caught up with transportation. There's about 4 million going into transportation, but I have those numbers built into here. We're still looking at about $25,000 to spend the next 2 months. We won't spend 25. I hope it's less than 20, to be honest with you. It's going to be spread out amongst the funds. Like last month, we spent 6 million. So, but we know this month, and then we do accelerated payroll for the summer. The next 2 months are just tough. I don't know a better way to say it. They're expensive months for us to run. So it is what it is. But we plan for it. I think this is the worst case scenario. I honestly hope we come in a little bit better than this. But that's basically the amended budget. I've gone through every line. There's a lot in there. I mean, it's thousands of lines. So I'm about cross-eyed. So that's the amended budget. Any questions about? I do want to show you what this means. I have one other. Oh, so we didn't go that way. Open. There it is. Thought I put my day's cash in here. Oh, that's, hang on. Word. I had opened up Word. And what I want. Close.
Mr. Finch, do you foresee, and you might not know this, but like first student has not billed us.
We can't yet. We
There it
haven't,
is.
we haven't had a motion.
Okay.
Sorry.
Say that again?
We haven't had a motion yet, so we need a motion before we can ask questions.
Okay.
Can I have a motion to approve the amended budget? Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call vote. Oh, no, wait, now we can have
Now we can
questions.
speak.
Now you.
So it's not ideal that first student did not bill us until April, May? We can't do that next year. That is not ideal for
And
us.
right now, they're running, like last month's came right away. So they're caught up on their side of the
Okay,
billing part.
so we don't
Part
anticipate
of
this
it
problem.
was on, no. Part of it was on us too, because we didn't have a signed contract with them.
Right.
So that happened, and then it just took a while to get.
Well, there's some debate about that, but that is one side of the story, yes.
Yes, that is one side of the story.
I don't believe that side of the story. I don't think it's appropriate to go there, though. I don't think.
Either way, the billing is coming in as it should now.
We didn't have a signed contract with first student.
That's not true.
Bid out, I don't know.
We approved that.
That is, yeah, that's correct.
That is correct.
Like that's a whole other conversation, isn't it?
It is.
Very good.
I've been showing you each month as well, and this kind of goes along with the amended budget. If it finishes the way that it was budgeted, we're looking at 40 days of cash on hand, which is not great by any means. And again, right at the end of last month, we had 115, so that tells you the next 2 months are going to be rough. For the state, in terms of how they categorize that, less than 30 days puts us on the financial bar. So we're not going to be at that level, but we're trending that way. The number will go up when we start getting our tax money in the fall. We'll go back up, but then again, it'll work its way down. It just goes in a cycle. But that's kind of that's where we're at with the budget. And I'm actually looking forward to putting together next year's budget and starting from scratch.
But we're excited to have you.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Glad to be here. I really enjoy being here. I think we're trying to do the right things, and the people I work with are getting it done. So basically, I'm just looking for a motion to put the amended budget on display for 30 days. There really isn't you handle it just like you do the normal budget in the fall.
We have a motion. Any other questions, thoughts? Roll call vote.
Mrs. Corbett? Yes. Mr. Warfield?
Yes.
Dr. Howard?
Yes.
Ms. May?
Yes.
Mr. Easton?
Yes.
Mrs. Town?
Yes.
Mrs. Howard?
Yes, motion carries 7-0. We will put the budget on display.
Thank you.
Will it appear on the website? Where
Whatever
can
you're used to
people find
doing.
it?
Yes, that would be fine.
Superintendent's office.
Superintendent's office is where you can find it if
Okay.
anyone is interested.
Okay.
Okay.
It's about 38 pages. To be honest with you, if somebody came in and looked at it, they wouldn't make heads, because there's so many numbers that are lumped together, you couldn't really, unless you had a little background in ed funding.
It'll be
really-
displayed digitally too. It's required by the state, isn't it, Mr. Hart?
It will be on the website and it will be in the superintendent's
Yeah.
office, a hard copy.
Yeah, some people do know how to read
Yeah.
it. You'd be surprised.
That's good, that's good. The other thing I've got for you, I met earlier this week with 2 accountants from the firm that used to do our audit, talking about our situation. We haven't received the final audit back yet. I understand it was late a year ago as well. And I talked with our current auditor too, and part of their reasoning was the transition going on here in the fall. They started in October. That was right when things were changing in the business office. So that might be part of the reason. I explained some of our process type things, procedures that we use. And we're really talking about two different things when it comes to the accounting firms. Like the auditing firm's gonna come in, look at your numbers, make recommendations. What I'd like to do would bring in a separate accounting firm, and this is kind of what the previous firm recommended us to me, was that we hire a separate firm to come in, evaluate our processes, help us get things set up the right way. I'd like to say I could do it all, but there's just no way. And again, if we can tell them the areas we want them to look at to make sure, we're reconciling everything, it all ties together. It's set up the way the auditors are gonna want it to be set up, to help us prepare for the audit, to make sure we've got everything. Once we get things cleaned up, then we would go out to bid the thing a year from now. But I think, like Mr. Hart and I kind of talked about, it doesn't do it good to keep spinning our wheels without trying to correct some of the procedures that we have. Help get our people the training they need, to have a firm that we can call. It's kind of like having a lawyer on speed dial. You know when to call. Could save you a lot of money down the road. Same thing handling your accounting issues. How do you want us to handle this so it's done correctly, so we don't have to make a million adjustments at the end of the year? So, I'm probably looking at 10 to 20 grand tops, just depending on how much they bill you by hour and that type. It depends on who you have in and all that. So I will put that out, and I'm sure we'll get 2 or 3 at least firms that will actually bid on the thing and want to provide those accounting services for us. And again, it's meant to help clean up everything for us. Make sure we're doing everything right. That way when we do, and even again, set up the budget, we've got thousands of line items. I don't think we need probably a third of them, to be honest with you. So again, to help us clean up, do the right account numbering, get the descriptions right. That way, whoever comes in and replaces me in a few years,
Thank you.
it'll be left in a better place for them.
Thank you.
So that's what I'm looking to do with the accounting services.
Great. And this is an informational item?
Yeah.
You'll bring it back for
Yeah,
a
so
vote?
I'm hoping by next month, I can
You'll-
come in and say, hey, this is who we're recommending and how much. that
After
type
the
of
bids
thing.
go out?
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, we'll go out and get quotes on them.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
I think the public needs to know that he's an interim business director, full-time and a half. I mean, he works lots of hours and has really made a difference in our business department. So, Mr. Pence, we appreciate you so much. I need you to know. Okay, informational items, Mr. Hart.
Okay, I'm gonna be quick. I have 2 items. First of all, I just want to mention that Camp Invention, which has been held in the district for the last probably close to 10 years. They lost their funding, so they're funding one program in Illinois, one program altogether, to be quite honest with you. We're probably the longest standing school district left. It is 100% funded. But this year, it changed locations. So it is at Shalarman, with Lori Woods, who has been the director of that program since its inception. So the camp is June 15th to 18th for students in kindergarten through 6th grade. It really revolves around STEM and STEAM activities. The kids really seem to enjoy it. So if you're interested, you can contact Lori Woods, and that's lwoods@shalarman.com. I think all the kids should have flyers now, and we have actually posted on Facebook. So we are sending, it'll be a mix of Danville kids and Shalarman kids. So first time in a long time. So I'm excited about that partnership. Another thing that I want to talk about is a partnership program with Carl Clinic. I've been in contact with them to bring a CNA program to our high school students. Right now with scheduling conflict and logistics that we're having with DACC and College Express, it's important that we are producing, helping kids be exposed to medical careers. So I'm working with them, and I hope to bring at least 2 sections to Danville High School as early as next year. So fingers crossed, but they've been great to work with. So I wanted to make sure that everybody was aware.
Thank you. Board comments. Mr. Easton.
I'll be quick. I just wanted to say, Ms. Zeta, the fact that you were proactive in surveying whether or not there was a need for food and then finding out how large that need is I mean, I'm grateful that you did it. I wouldn't have expected such a response. You probably did. I think it's important for the community to hear those numbers again. Serving 600 families, 1,600 children, 7 breakfasts, 7 lunches, and milk through the summer. 1,600 children's family members asked for help for this. This is it's a great thing that you're doing, so I appreciate it very much. The community, I hope the ones that need it are going to hear that it's available, and I think you've done a good job of letting them know, so thank you for that. A lot of people do not have any clue what our families are going through. I think you might, and some in this room, of course, know, but a lot of people don't know how important that is, and so thank you. Thank you for doing that very much on behalf of the district and for our community. I already talked to Ms. Holleran about this, but I told her I'd say it anyway, so I'll say it. I think that, Mr. Pence, you're doing a great job at getting the budget where closer to where it needs to be. I personally am of the opinion that the board needs to help you more and have more direction for you in ways we need to cut spending because we are not fiscally sound. We're spending more than we're raising. The current administration in the United States Federal Department of Education is not going to give us more money. It seems the General Assembly is more interested in the Bear Stadium than helping education. And I don't say that in jest. It just seems like there's different priorities at the state level. And I think that this board needs to consider having a special meeting to talk to Mr. Pence and others. And you can call it a finance committee meeting if you want, but an open meeting to brainstorm ways that the board can help you all not have to make the decisions on what needs cut because things need to be cut from our budget for the fall. We cannot have a deficit again. We can't go down 40 more days of cash. We won't. If we do, you mentioned already the TIF districts. If our government is paying attention locally, they're bad for school districts. I don't know why you keep passing them. They just are. They're bad for school districts. They're bad for education. They have unintended consequences that hurt us dramatically. We're going to have to borrow money because of these things. They look like they're helping redevelop communities, and then we put debt on our kids' shoulders to pay for 30 and 40 years on a bond. We're going to have to vote on one. This board's going to have to vote on one before the new board's sworn in, probably, because how bad things are financially. And no one wants to pay more in taxes, but we're going to have to vote to raise taxes. The school board is going to have to vote to raise taxes. There's a county tax, a sales tax that the school districts across Vermilion County are going to need to vote for to put on the ballot. 1% sales tax to pay for buildings because of we just don't have the funding. And I think this board needs to do more in helping our administration to know what the board is saying they are willing to cut so that the heat is on the people who were elected in this community. That's my opinion. I hope that we will have a special meeting. I know everybody's busy in the summer. Last thing, it's my opinion that every single place you can cut spending should be considered, including things like things we love, And it's just a drop in the bucket. But Mr. Pence, I hope that the board will tell you that they don't want to go to Chicago this year because we can't afford it. And I'm not going, so I hope none of my other board members will go either. Save some money on hotels. That's all for me.
Dr. Halloran.
I was honored to be able to attend the educational personnel retirement this past week. Well, as I say, it was an honor to be there among the people who had spent so many years and dedicated so much of their lives to the people of this district. And so one more time to say congratulations and thank you for your service.
Thank you. Ms. Payne?
I would be remiss if I didn't mention the passing of a volunteer at Garfield School. William Dumas passed two weeks ago, I believe. But he was a faithful follower of Garfield School, crossing guard, worked in the cafeteria, volunteered. He was just a great guy. Kudos to Northridge and Northeast on their presentations. I thought it was very good. I'm always excited when I see young kids getting involved, particularly when it comes to reading. The Panorama data warehouse, that was quite intriguing because as a former principal, pulling, and this was before the real technology of today, but pulling and trying to find data was a nightmare. So this is going to be a very welcome asset to the district. And we had, 2.5 weeks left, and there'll be time for vacation. We all need it.
Mr. Warfield?
I just have a few things here. First, I want to second that. For the presentations we heard today from the Northeast students, Northridge Middle School students, wonderful. I'm glad that that the programs are going forward, that they're confident enough to come and present it to the board. What an opportunity. And the fact that Azariah created a book essentially to share, that's phenomenal. I still remember myself in 5th grade reading to kindergartners. Like, that's something that sticks with you. It gives you, confidence in what you're doing, but you're helping someone along the way as well. It's a beautiful thing. I want to say thank you to Mr. Rice and Mr. Deloria for letting me come in and tour their schools. Since the last board meeting, I'm able to go to the North Campus and also go over to Mead Park in order to visit unexpectedly, and felt very welcomed, had some good conversation, really got to understand a little bit more about the programs that they're running and their passion behind their programs. I think it's phenomenal. You've got great staff and really heard some positive things about the upcoming changes actually in our district. So I'm glad to see that there's a lot of support and excitement behind that from some individuals there as well. Over this month, I feel like it's been a very, very busy month. I'm sure that you guys feel it more than I do with it being into the school year. But I've had the privilege to go to some of the honors and recognition assemblies, the retirement dinner, and I just think that it's phenomenal that we are continuing to support and acknowledge the hard work that the students are putting in. And I want to acknowledge the hard work that you guys have put in this year as well. You guys are doing phenomenal work, and I really just appreciate what you're doing. So.
Thank you. Ms. Town?
I would like to have two things. Just wanted to comment on what I think a great situation is with our kindergarten learning center, pre-K and kindergarten. Focusing on those early years is vital to success and in the classroom, and not just in the classroom, but in life and in the community as well. The more we can help those younger kids, the better off they are going to be in the future, and us as well. And the putting all the teachers together, the consolidation, the collaboration that they can do, I think is going to be very, very helpful. And I think I just heard the saying that in K through 3, you learn to read, and then from 3 on, it's read to learn. So if our kids are not good readers by the time they get to 3rd grade, they have battles, they have struggles. It shows in our test scores. It shows in whether they graduate from high school. It shows in daily things that we run across. And we need to do everything we can, and I think this learning center is one big step in that. So I am kudos to Mr. Hart and your whole team that planned that. That was wonderful to see. And talking about dollars and cents, I was looking up the $10,000 because I don't like spending money either. I don't like saying that we are spending $10,000 for our school board, IASB dues. But this is what we get for the $10,000. There is an annual value for that of $889,000 from Press Policy Services. And Press Policy is basically what we get from that membership. They train us, all the new board members, and within our year, there's also 44 hours of free web training. We can go in addition, just looked up something yesterday, there's a training all throughout the year. So we get a good amount. The bang for the buck thing, yes, it is good. So that's all I have.
Thank you. School.
It hit me this week that our seniors are almost done. When I read that they have to turn in their electronics tomorrow, I was like, what? So kudos to you seniors. Congratulations for all the hard work that you've done. Graduation will be here before you know it. And the students that presented tonight, I love seeing our students present to the board and to the community. So I hope you guys keep doing that. That is actually the better part of our job. The retiree dinner was wonderful. I'm so glad I got to be part of that, and I want to thank Ms. Robinson because I know how hard she works to put that on. I know what goes on behind the scenes, so thank you very much for all your hard work for that. And I think that was it. That was it.
Thank you. I have to echo what everybody says. It's hard to go last because everybody says what I want to say. But before I continue with my remarks, I do want to thank all of you for all of the hard work, and we're almost to the finish line. We can see the finish line, and y'all have worked really hard this year and under some tough circumstances these last few months. So we appreciate you. We appreciate you enormously. So thank you for what you do. I too got to attend the scholarship night along with several of my other board members. And it's rewarding to see how much scholarship money goes to our graduating seniors to help them on to the next step. Thank you to the community members for stepping up in big ways to provide a great deal of scholarship money. So thank you for that. The departmental honors that were awarded at the high school to our seniors, also such a very good thing to acknowledge the hard work that our kids put in. Thank you. Last night I got to attend the theater department's end of the year banquet. I learned some very interesting things. One, I learned that when the current sponsors, Jordan and Katie Ritchie, took over the program, Mr. Warfield, there were
I think they said like 6 or 8.
like 6 or 8 regular theater club members, and we're now up over 50. So they're building a program, they're putting on some fantastic shows. We're getting acknowledgement from the state and beyond. We have schools that are contacting us wanting to rent our sets. They want to know how do we do a show like Chicago? How does a school put that on? So great things are happening there. And they shared this coming year's programs. Please go see these shows. They're amazing. It's going to be some real interesting shows this year. Go on Facebook, I'll tell you what they all are. And the last thing about that is that they were notified 2 days ago that we will now be members of the International Thespian Society. And the reason that's so important is because it will allow our kids to qualify for scholarships to lots of institutions. What I learned about that is that Danville High School had a charter membership. Right now there are thousands of memberships across the country. And you're assigned a number as you get a new charter. We, however, are charter number 59. So that means years and years ago, we were part of the International Thespian Society, And we are awarded our number 59, having recognized the number of years that we've done things. So congratulations to Jordan and Katie Ritchie for bringing the program, and they have people helping them. And the kids that participate, it was an honor to be there last night to see all the great things happening. Thank you. This was a long meeting, and we covered a lot of ground. Appreciate your patience. Oh, and young Miss Polson over there, she did her presentation, and she stuck it out for the whole meeting. So congratulations, Miss Polson. I appreciate that. Good night. Let's have a good end of the year. Great graduations. We appreciate all of you.
Thank you.
Doing all right? Thanks.